Website for what?
Monster trucks.
Oh.
So I'll be able to find out what day it is.
Is it recording?
Something like that.
Okay.
Alright. So, Sarah,
I can't see my
what are your thoughts on episode 10?
I'm glad Sunday went. I don't think she deserved it.
Don't be getting all out of the linear time scale. Alright.
Well, okay, we'll start from the end.
No, let's start from the
I
beginning.
can't remember the start.
What version did you watch? Because on the version I watched, I don't know if it was just on my version, but they skipped my favourite part of the whole show, every show. You want to be on top.
No.
It didn't have it. I didn't see it.
I saw it.
I need to watch a better version. It had the song at the beginning. It just didn't have the opening bit where Tyra's like, where the little head flipped. You want to be on.
It's really not on you, Jesse.
Try harder. Thank you. And Erin, I loved Erin last episode. Everybody hated her, but I started liking her. But this episode,
You hated her before, and then you like her now.
I hated her, and then I liked her last episode because she got a terrible prize. But I hated her again because she was complaining
It
too much.
wasn't that bad. It was nice.
It was a pretty terrible prize. She's like, I'm 18. She kept telling us she's 18. I'm like, yeah, you're an adult. Just shut up. And then they got their challenge, and they're like, it was washed up to sea. And Laura was like,
They thought that all animals.
we're gonna be sea turtles.
And then when they had to be like that, did you see when they were in the shower with who was that model? What was her name?
Lame face.
Yeah,
Nick.
Angel.
Something.
Yeah, and then she's teaching them how to.
They were in the sand and getting sandy, and she's like, you love it. You love it. It was so creepy. You love it.
And then Laura got it all over her mouth, and she's like.
And they were in the shower, learning to take a shower.
Yes. And then
And how to pop their booties and do the Barbie toe.
Yeah, the little Barbie toe. Who was it? Jen. She was kind of just swallowing all the water.
Yeah, and then they went and jumped off a cliff, and Nigel Barker on a cliff, like my absolute nightmare, wearing shorts.
And then you had the Hawaiian Jen.
And they had to jump off a thing, and it was a pretty shit challenge.
I know.
But Nicole won again, and she got pearls.
I don't even understand what the point was that for.
Nicole gets all the good shit.
It's because she's the best.
Yeah. And she got frames, but that was whatever. It just meant that Erin didn't get frames, and she had
was-
something else to complain about.
I know, Erin's like, oh, I don't need friends, I can deliver, blah, 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 but she did.
And then she's like, if I don't deliver, like, I can deliver without frames, but if I don't deliver without
not my
frames,
fault.
then it's not my fault. I'm like, make up your freaking mind. And then they got the challenge. They got the clue for the photo challenge, and they were going out in the boat, and Laura was like, we're gonna have turtles! She kept mentioning turtles.
And then you see them doing the Titanic thing?
Yeah. They're so... See, because Sunday's gone, I don't... There's no... Because if Erin goes to the next one, which, you know, she should,
But
then it's all people I like. Because Jen, Laura, and Nicole, I love them all. Although Jen, she's been sliding for me. So Laura was hyperventilating, but she got better. Nicole...
Yeah, did you see her panic when she took it out of her mouth? Ah!
Nicole just worked it from the very second. And was like she gave so many options, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
To give the photographer options. Because, like, it's hard to communicate with the photographer when he can't talk to you. So she just did everything. So, like, whatever he wanted, she did it. She covered everything. Erin, yeah, shut up. Whatever. Oh, and then there was a panel, and Tyra wasn't wearing black.
And her hair was,
It's big again. And Tyra...
I like it big and dark.
I like it big and light. So, take note, Tyra. Sunday, they called... Well, they didn't call first, but they critiqued her
I didn't like what she was wearing.
Sunday...
Punky.
Sunday, it was very strange. Sunday, they all said they loved her angles. They were like, I love her angles so much. I hated her angles.
Me too. They were just like, her legs were in the air, and they were like, yeah.
You were eating with them.
She looked horrible, and they liked it, and they were like complaining about her face. Her face was the best part of
Only
it.
being nice because they were going to eliminate her.
Yeah, but her face was the best part of it because you couldn't see it. I went there. No, I like her. She's nice, and I like her voice. I don't know what her accent is.
She's so like salesperson like.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, why did I like her body? Laura was pretty, I thought, but it wasn't her best photo.
No.
It wasn't a great angle for her.
Erin's face was just you couldn't even see it. She was so unrecognizable.
We're doing it on this here. Jen I didn't like the legs, but I liked the face, and it was.
Some of them liked the legs.
Yeah.
Clara liked the legs.
But then Nicole, I thought that was an amazing photo, and they were like, it's really good, but they had to find something wrong with it because they don't want her to win too many in a row, I don't think, in case they decide they don't want her to win.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll be like, why hasn't she won?
No.
And they were like, your legs. And I'm like, there is nothing wrong with her legs. She's got great legs. If she'd pointed her toes, she would look like a dick.
I didn't like her toes though. They were just like.
They said she looked like a corpse, but I thought that was like what she was going for.
Pointed would have been nicer.
Erin,
more controlled.
Erin, I thought was a pretty shot, but that was just because I liked the light, and she
Her
didn't
face
bring
was
anything
gone.
to it. And Mr. J said, it was my favourite thing he said all episode, second favourite. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna get what you got. And then they kept talking about Sunday's body, except Nigel didn't like her body, and that's the first time I've ever agreed with him and his stupid shorts and his fake tan. And I saw an old, and she's like, Tyra always calls him sexy, and I'm like, he's not. Maybe like 10 years ago when he wasn't old.
That's so scary. How old is he?
Old.
This is.
And yeah, they liked Jennifer's legs. I hated Jennifer's legs and they liked it. And they hated Nicole's legs and I loved them. So I don't know. And something, or the other way around, I'm confused. Oh, and Jennifer, she was so straight up and Tyra was like, you're just a little bit too erect. And do you remember what Mr. J said?
No.
Girl, it's never too erect.
Oh.
So Jennifer got called first. I don't think she deserved first.
Yeah.
I think
the top half is good.
I think if she'd been further out to the frame and she was doing something in that direction with her arms, then it would have made up for the
It was too
legs.
centered.
But I don't know, and that's the photographer's fault, not her. But you know, you find your light. Nicole was called second. I think that was clearly the best photo. I think their dick attacks. Laura was called third. It was
What?
fair enough. I don't know.
Dick attacks what?
I don't know.
Dick attack.
I just put two words together. They're words.
Okay.
That's
they
what-
don't make
that's what-
sense.
Sorry about that. What would you have said? What do you think the judges are?
I don't know.
Do you think Jen deserved best photo?
Kind of. No.
Don't let me influence you. Don't be like, Jess is
I
gonna
like-
stab me if I don't agree
I'll
with him.
stab you back.
Yeah.
I like the top half.
Samesies. Laura, whatever. Erin, whatever. I think they got the order perfect, except Jennifer and Nicole should have been switched. And Sunday, I wanted her to stay because she was so cute, and she was like so.
I thought you didn't like her.
I don't like her.
Then why
But
do you
she
want-
was so sad. And she was so grateful. She was like, thank you for this opportunity, Tara. But she had to go and she left. But next episode, 2 are going.
I know.
And this is really, because either way, it's
I think
lose-lose for me.
there's a catch though. I think there's something behind it though.
Well, it's because usually in the last
Either
episode...
one person's coming back.
No. Because usually in the last episode, there's 3 left. And they spend way too long getting rid of the third person so they can have the final showdown. But this way, they're getting rid of 2, and then for the final one, they're just going to have the 2 and they can spend the whole thing on the final showdown.
I think it's going to be Nicole and
Laura. Except, I actually think it's going to be Nicole and Jennifer, but I want it to be Nicole and Laura, because I love Laura so much. But, either way, it's going to be a lose-lose for me next episode, because... Okay, we're going to lose Erin, that's a given. They wouldn't have been making her out to be this much of a bitch if she was going to win. They don't let bitches win. That's how it works on Top Model. If you're a bitch on Top Model and you win, they cut out your bitchiness and make you look nice. Except they didn't do that so much with Tiana. She was sort of a bitch to Alison. You dumber. I hate you, Tiana. So I think Erin's gone, but then one of my 3 has to go. I hope it's Jennifer.
Yeah.
Who do you want to win?
Laura.
You want Laura to win?
Mm.
I think I do too. I think I just love her.
Yeah.
But I think
So
Nicole deserves it more. I think
She works hard for it.
Nicole really wants it, and Nicole is a natural model.
What? You want
Sarah?
Yes.
Thanks, Jessie.